I'm Jimmy Leslie, resident artist for Liquitex Artist Materials. Liquitex has a lot of different varnishes, but today I want to introduce you to our newest spray varnish. It's a water-based technology, and it comes in matte, satin, and gloss. I've got the gloss version with me here today, and it can be applied over acrylic paint. Now, when you do apply it over acrylic paint, I think we put acrylic paint down, it dries quickly, so we see that, but you want to let it cure. So give it 3 to 5 days, maybe even a week, depending on how thick you've gone with that acrylic paint layer, to let it cure, let all the water evaporate out of it, so you're not putting it over something that's got a lot of moisture in and trapping that moisture beneath the varnish layer. It's archival, it's non-yellowing, and when it's dry, it's going to be water resistant, so that's great. Now, before you apply, you want to shake it for about a minute. You'll hear the ball, obviously, like you do with most spray cans. I'm going to stop right there because I already shook it off screen, so you don't have to listen to me do that the whole time. And what I like best about this is it's got a special nozzle on here. This is a little rectangular part of the nozzle, and it spreads the varnish out in a wide arc rather than a narrow one. And I equate that to brushing on a varnish. If I had my canvas here, it would make no sense to use this tiny brush and have to do, gosh, I don't know how many, 30, 40 brush strokes across the whole surface. A lot easier to cover with a bigger brush, overlap, and do it quickly that way. Make sure I've covered all my areas. So that nozzle is really, really nice. So let me show you that arc that we get with a nozzle. I'm going to take this cardboard box because it'll show up here a little bit darker. If I come right across there, that gives me a fairly wide area. A little bit more than that brush, as a matter of fact. So imagine if we're doing this canvas right here, we could probably hit that in just 3 or 4 passes over the whole surface area. And if you notice you've missed something, that's okay, let it go. Rather than coming back in and trying to fill in areas and then maybe getting too much varnish on and having drips and sags, which you obviously don't want in your finished artwork, it's better to wait for about 12 hours in between coats. So have a little bit of patience. When you do come back for a second coat, come back at perpendicular passes to your original passes across the surface, and then again let that dry. For more varnishing tips, be sure to check out Liquitex.com.